Okay, good day everyone. So let me provide you with a brief discussion on our quarter 4 lesson 1, which is all about determining the meaning of terminologies using your dictionaries, thesaurus, and online sources. So why is it very important that you know how to determine the meaning of such terminologies using varied sources? It is very inevitable that come your senior high school years and they're gonna have someday your degree courses. It is very inevitable that you will be prone into developing your skills in writing academic papers and being able to determine the meaning of terminologies on certain fields by their technical or operational definitions is gonna be of great help to you in your journey of academic writing. All right, let's go. So language grows by taking terms from various fields. Each field has a specialized vocabulary that communicates a variety of concepts by means of technical language. So this is very much true. So even not in academic writing or research writing, we all know that a certain word has several meanings to it. Okay? But more especially, this type of language is commonly used in research writing. Okay? So there are certain technicalities to the meaning of a certain word. So cite, for example, ginamit ko yung salita na discourse. So discourse, upon general knowledge, might mean pag-uusap, discourse, communication between a two person or more. Okay? But then in the field of knowledge, in the field of, in the field of law, in the field of medicine, in the field of linguistics, the word discourse might mean several different meanings. Okay? So, so for this quarter, you'll try your hand at developing your own research paper. To be able to write a good one, it is essential to provide clear definitions or explanation for unfamiliar terms. Yes, yes. You will do. I think you do have, if you had your own case studies pa, so especially sa mga natin dito, special science classes, So I don't know if you were already tasked, to write a paper that has definition of terms. But definitely in writing your research paper, whether it's a baby thesis, a mini thesis, or whatever you call it, you're gonna have to provide a clear definition or explanation for an unfamiliar term or terms which you would repetitively use in your academic paper. Okay, so once you learn how to use dictionaries, thesaurus, other online sources, defining technical terms will be easy, hopefully. Alright. So using the dictionary, if you're unable to understand the meaning of an unfamiliar word by using context clues. So yes, we are designed to define the meaning of the word by the context in which it was used in the sentence, diba? But if you find it really hard to understand, kasi sometimes there are no clues in a certain sentence, then it's about time that we use a dictionary. Okay, so here are some tips for proper dictionary usage. Number one. Okay, so tip number one, you look at the preface and notes in your dictionary. The preface contains explanations about the various symbols and abbreviation. So this is true. I know, especially in tech dictionaries, in their preface, they provide guide on how you will be able to navigate best in the dictionary site. For example, meron no abbreviation like letter V, I for intransitive verb, VT for transitive verb, PREP means preposition, so things like that. Okay, and then the second one, so the good dictionary, okay, includes all known definitions of a word. When you are looking up a word, do not stop after you have read the first meaning. Yes, yes. So you do that. Whenever you search for a word, sometimes you could say that it doesn't match. It doesn't seem to make sense. Whenever you read a certain definition, pag when you apply it in a certain sentence, na binabasa mo, parang hindi naman yun. So, don't stop after you have read the first meaning. You keep looking, you keep reading for the meaning that best fits the context of your sentence. Okay? So, next, the difficult word has prefix. So, merong an, mis, pre, this, sa unahan. Okay? So, it's about time that you look up for the root word, the word that you are searching for. Okay, so other important entry elements are number one. Okay, number one, you have guide words. Words listed in the dictionary are listed in alphabetical order. So, for example, class, you might see from here, your example, you have there mammal. And then, the last word here is manufacture. So, yung guide words natin, nakalagay dito, on the top left will be mammal, on the other end will be manufacturer. Ibig sabihin, those are guide words, list the first and the last defined word to appear on the page. Okay, so for example, binuklat mo yung page na yun, letter M, hinahanap mo is the word mention. Okay, mention. So, you would see that from the top left, it starts with mammal and then ends with manufacturer. So, somehow, may isip mo na kagad na, yung mention nandito lang, somewhere here. Right? Because you have guide words. Okay? Next. Okay, so in this example class, the guide words are, say for example, you have opened a page where you are trying to find the word flat. So sa taas, nung page na yon, you will see the word flamey and flow. So ibig sabihin, if that is the guide word, flamey appears to be the first word that is being defined on the left page, and flow will serve as the last word that will appear on the right page of what you were searching for. Okay? So next, you have main word or entry. So ito na ngayon yung word na dinidefine. Main entries or words are explained in a dictionary. So more often than not, they appear in boldface, okay, dark type. So main entries may be single word, compound word, abbreviation, affixes, or phrases. So in this example class, this one's your word entry, flat, because it is the word being defined, okay? So ang dinidefine natin ay flat. So being, that is the word entry, okay? Next. Okay, next, you have parts of speech as another element. The dictionary uses abbreviations for the parts of speech. Minsan, abbreviation lang nilalagay nila. N stands for noun, DT for transitive verb, adjective is ADJ, pron for pronoun, interj for interjection, ADV for adverb, VI for intransitive verb, CONJ for conjunction, and then prep you have for preposition. Sometimes naman sa ibang dictionary, hindi sila abbreviation. Buo yun nilalagay nila. Okay? So, for example, in this example again, so you have the word flat. So, flat is, you have this one, the pronunciation as the second part. Then this one, noun, is a part of speech. So, paano mo malalaman kung yung flat ba ay na dinidefine ay something na hinahanap mo. So, for example, class, yung flat na hinahanap mo ay verb pala, hindi siya noun, right? Sorry, it's not, adjective pala siya. Flat. Flat lang siya. Flat lang yung bali. So, it would come with part of speech that writes ADJ. Okay? Pero yung katulad nito, flat, which is noun, so, ang definition niyan is a set of rooms for living in, usually on one floor of a building. So, flat is like a unit na tinitirahan. Okay? So, would you want to join me? I'm gonna go in my flat like that. Okay? And then, next, you have restrictive labels. So, restrictive labels naman, class, meron tayong tatlo under that. So, the first one is subject label. It tells you that a word has special meaning when used in a particular field. So, for example, itong salita ito ay ginagamit lang for the field of music. Diba? Diba? Allegro. Aliceto. Okay? And then, meron mga certain terms or jargons or words that are specifically meant for medicine. Okay? And then ZOOL or zool for zoology, So, normally, I think it's LING for linguistics. So marami pa yan. So, that's what you call subject labels. And then next you have usage labels that tells you how a word is used. So, paano ginamit yung salita? Slang ba siya? Urban word ba siya? Colloquial word ba siya? Or dialect? Kinagamit lang sa isang lugar. Alright? So, those are what you call usage label. And then, geographic label naman tell you in which region of the country the definition applies. So, halimbawa, ginamit ng yung ganitong word sa Central America, sa kanila, ganito ang meaning nun. Sa atin naman, around Asia, ganito yung meaning nun. So that's what you call geographic labels. Alright? So, in this example, ang restrictive label natin dito is, British English. Ibig sabihin, flat, sa mga British English, ang ibig sabihin sa kanilang flat is that unit or room. Kung saan ka pwedeng tumira at mangupahan or tumira. Right? Okay, so that's what you call restrictive label. Next, using the thesaurus. Okay, so the best place to look for synonyms, antonyms is the thesaurus. Okay, if you have thesaurus in the sense is the opposite of the dictionary. Pag halimbawa, hindi mo alam yung definition, alam mo yung salita, you go to the dictionary. Right? Sometimes naman, you go to the thesaurus when you know the definition, kaya lang you are trying to find other words. Halimbawa, alam mo naman yung salita na fear. But then you try to look for other terms na pwede pang i-associate dun sa word na fear. Okay? So, in this example, sorry for this restrictive label, ha? I'm sorry. So, disregard this one. Okay, so this is a sample thesaurus entry. Kamukha rin siya ng dictionary entry, right? But then, what's different is this one. So, around here, they provided words that are synonyms or synonymous to the word fear. And then ANT from here means that these are the words that are the antonyms of the given or the entry word fear. Aside for example, fear is synonymous with the word anxiety, concern, despair, dismay, doubt, dread, horror, jitters, panic, and so forth, so on this. And it is in opposite to the words down there. So, fear is a word that is opposite to the words assurance, calmness, cheer, confidence, contentment, is encouragement, and so forth, so on this. Alright? So next, using the internet provides many different types of information besides the dictionary and thesaurus. Definitions of terms may also be searched by a World Wide Web. So that's very much prominent on you right now. During the information, the digital age, diba? It's always one search away. So hindi na tayo katulad ng dati. You do, yung time namin, uso pa yung pocket dictionary. Na pagpambaw, tinanong ka ni teacher, di ba, lamang ka kasi you have your pocket dictionary with you, you somehow have an access to how to define that certain term. Kaya lalo na kapag science ang subject, so marami ka hindi alam sa science. So, what do you mean by this word? Yan, and so forth, so on this. But now, right now, during the information and the digital age, it's always one search away. You can now download in your mobile phones, diba, the mobile dictionary applications like the Merriam-Webster Dictionary and then the Oxford Dictionary. And some more. Okay, there are also English-Tagalog dictionaries, I know. Okay. So, you have 4-part activities for today's lesson. So, activity number 1, parts of a dictionary entry. So, what you are about to do is to determine the part of a dictionary entry or dictionary elements by using the jumbled letters of the term and the provided meaning. So, ang gagawin niyo lang dito, class, let me see. So, cite for example number 1, at blank word, listed alphabetically shows how a word is spelled and how words of more than one syllable is divided. So, yung jumbled word mo dyan is the word tranny. Okay? So, if I'm about to answer that, I'm gonna give it to you as a bonus point. That is an entry word. Okay? Entry word as part of the dictionary at yun yung definition niya. Okay? It shows how a word is spelled and how words of more than one syllable is divided. Okay? So, that's what you're going to do with number 2. So, ang mga words naman there are capitalized. Ano, this is gonna be easy for you to know which among which are the the words that are being jumbled, okay, and which you are going to organize per item. Alright? So, activity 2 naman, you're about to use a thesaurus naman. So, why are you going to use a thesaurus? Kasi you're gonna be given a sentence around here that has two entries of words. Okay, so you're about to look to the thesaurus. Which among these words do you think is most appropriate to use in that certain sentence? All right. So, for example, Ralph looks orderly in his new suit. Or it could be, Ralph looks trim in his new suit. So, which is the answer or which one's the correct answer? That depends on you finding which one is more appropriate. And also, you go look for your thesaurus. That's what you're about to use in your 1 to 11 items. Alright? So, third activity, okay, there are 30 words included in the pool of words below coming from specialized area. Categorize each to complete the table. Okay. So these are several, I told you there are several specialized fields which we normally associate words. Aside, for example, in business, which one do you think among these 30 words in the word pool should belong to the word, to the specialty of business? So aside, for example, proprietor belongs to business. So I'm gonna write proprietor. Okay? So, for example, radioactive, parang physical science ata. So, I write it in physical science. Okay? So, 30 words for 10 different specialized fields. Alright? So, aalat nyo lang yan dyan, class. Okay? And then, lastly, so activity 4, replace the italicized words in the following sentences with their exact specialized terms. Okay, so you're about to use a dictionary, internet, or words, diba? As your references para malaman nyo what word to substitute to those underlined phrases. Cite, for example, number 1, inside my purse is a mild drug for reducing pain and fever. So, what is it? In the field of medicine, what is this word that means a mild drug for reducing pain and fever? So your clue here are the boxes. So if I'm about to answer number 1 for you, the answer is paracetamol. Diba? That's one thing that's a drug that we use to reduce our pain for headache, for fever, and such. Diba? So inside my purse is a paracetamol. There you go. That's the answer for your first item. So same is what you are about to do with items 2 to 10. Okay? So find words in the dictionary that is gonna match with the definition that is being highlighted here. Being italicized and underlined. Alright? Okay? So that sums about your lesson for today. And I do hope that you will be able to accomplish it, all your tasks for this week. Okay? So, if you have any more questions, kindly message me na lang, chat me, okay? I'm gonna entertain your questions for this week. So, that will be all for today. Goodbye, and thank you, people. Ingat palagi.